Hello students, this is Inheritance and Variation part 15. So in this slide we are going to discuss about sex-linked inheritance. So while talking about sex-linked inheritance, it is very important that you must understand the pair of the chromosome which determines the sex, that is X and Y chromosome as shown in the diagram, structure of X and Y chromosomes in the humans. Now if you observe the X and Y, the X is uh, it is having a different length than the Y. So we have discussed this part, the structure of X and Y and all the chromosomal structure in the earlier session of the video. So if you want the details, you can watch those videos. So these are the parts which are not similar. These dissimilar parts, they are known as non-homologous regions, while the similar length having parts, these are known as homologous regions. So here we are talking about the non-homologous part of the X and Y chromosome. Okay, so genes which are situated on the non-homologous part of the sex chromosome, so these genes, they are known as sex-linked genes. So now if we are talking about X and Y chromosome, you can observe the genes which are present on this non-homologous part of the X and Y chromosome. So these genes, these are responsible for this type of inheritance, that is known as sex-linked genes or sex-linked inheritance. So the traits or the characters which are determined by the sex-linked genes are called as sex-linked traits. The inheritance of sex-linked genes from the parents to the offspring is called as sex-linked inheritance. And the sex-linked genes, these are of two types, X-linked genes and Y-linked genes. Okay, so the genes which are present on the chromosome of non-homologous part of the X chromosome, so these genes, these are X-linked genes, and the chromosomes which are present on the Y chromosome of non-homologous part of that Y chromosome, then those type of genes, they are known as Y-linked genes. So before going to discuss the part which is about the color blindness, hemophilia and all, which are the sex-linked inherited diseases or disorders or abnormalities. Before going to that, we must understand some things, that some females, they act as carriers. Okay, so because of, if you are talking about the X-linked genes, okay, so we have studied in the earlier slide that there are two types of genes, that is X-linked gene and the Y-linked gene. So if you are talking about the X-linked genes, these are the sex-linked genes, and we know that in females they carry both the XX chromosomes. Okay, so the X-linked genes, they are located on the non-homologous part of the X chromosome in the females. These genes, they don't have corresponding alleles on the Y chromosome. Females have two XX chromosomes. So the two recessive X-linked genes are required for the expression of sex-linked trait. So if that character has to be expressed in the females, then both the XX chromosomes, they must have the recessive sex-linked genes, okay, for the expression of that sex-linked trait. If out of the two sex chromosomes, one sex chromosome carries a recessive gene for the sex-linked trait, now see, out of these two sex chromosomes, if only one X chromosome is carrying the those type of genes, and the another X chromosome, if the genes are absent, then what will happen? Uh, as both the X chromosomes are not carrying the same genes, so what will happen? The two sex, out of these two sex chromosomes, one X chromosome, it is with the recessive gene for a sex-linked trait, and then it affects is suppressed by the dominant gene which is present on the other chromosome. Okay, so one gene is having only the sex-linked gene, other is with the dominant gene. So what will happen? That the recessive character will get suppressed. Okay, so such females, they are called as carriers. These females, they will not suffer by the abnormality, but they will carry that gene. Okay, they will carry the characters or the genes or the abnormal genes which are situated on the that part of the non-homologous part of their X chromosome. Okay, but it is not getting expressed. They are acting just as the carriers. They will just carry forward the inherited genes. Okay, they will not get affected by that abnormality. Why? Because the another X chromosome is carrying the dominant gene. So what will happen? Even if one X chromosome is having one that sex-linked gene, another chromosome is with the dominant gene. So that recessive gene will get suppressed with the dominant gene and it will not get expressed, right? So the carrier females, they are physically normal as they don't get suffer from the disorder. Now, talking about what will happen with the males. As you know, males, they have X and Y chromosome, right? The females, they carry both the X chromosomes, while males, they carry X and Y chromosome. So what will happen? Males carry only one X chromosome. If that X chromosome, if that one X chromosome, it carries X-linked recessive gene, then what will happen? It will get expressed phenotypically because another X chromosome is absent in the male, another is with the Y chromosome. Okay, so the dominant gene is absent. So what will happen? As there is no dominant gene, so the recessive gene will get expressed. So the sex-linked genes appear in the males than in females. So the examples are hemophilia, color blindness, night blindness, myopia, and muscular dystrophy. So all these diseases, they are more there are more chances that the males, they will get suffered. These diseases, they will be expressed in the males than the females. Females, they will carry the genes, but males, they will express the phenotypic uh, abnormalities. As we have discussed about the X-linked genes, now let's try to understand what are Y-linked genes or Y-linked genes. They are also known as holoantric genes. Okay, so what are the characteristics? Genes, these are located on the non-homologous region of the Y chromosome. So these type of Y-linked genes, they are present on the non-homologous part of the Y chromosome, and that's why these are called as Y-linked genes. Directly inherited from males to males, so they get inherited. As in case of females, the Y is absent, the females, they carry both X and X chromosome, right? So in case of males, they will be inherited from males to males, like hypertrichosis here or on the pinna. Now you can observe the diagram. Okay, this is the pinna where the hair, there is formation of hair, so it get inherited from father to son. So that type of expression, which is because of the Y-linked gene, which are also known as holoantric genes, and these genes are present only on the non-homologous part of the Y chromosome. So such type of conditions are found to be present when you are talking about Y-linked genes. In this slide, we are going to discuss about another X-linked recessive disorder that is known as color blindness. Now, these are the two famous personalities. One is Mark Zuckerberg and another is Bill Clinton. These are the two examples who are suffering from the color blindness. Now, what actually happens in the color blindness process, that we will try to understand now. See, the males, they are normal. If they are having these are normal males, then they carry X and Y. Now see, this X is with the capital C. Okay, so capital C is present on the X chromosome. The colorblind male carries XY. This X of the colorblind male carries the recessive gene, that is small c is present. Okay, in case of females, if the both the X chromosomes, they carry capital C, the female is normal, dominant gene is getting expressed. If that female is color blind, so in both the X chromosomes, the non-homologous part of the X chromosome, they will carry small c and small c. Okay, so if both the X chromosomes, they carry the recessive genes, then that type of female will be color blind. While if that female, out of these two X chromosomes, if one of the X chromosome of that X female, it will be with the capital C, and another X chromosome will be with the small c, then as there is presence of dominant gene on the X chromosome and another X chromosome with the recessive gene, so what will happen? The dominant or capital C will suppress the expression of the small c, that is of the recessive gene. So what will happen? That female will carry that small c, that female carry the genes which are present, which are responsible for the color blindness, but she will not get suffered. That female is not known as or called as color blind female, but that female is called as carrier. Okay, so you have to be very careful while writing the answers, or if the question is asked on the color blindness, the capital C and small c, This you have to write in a very particular manner, because they are not the capital C and small c, but they are the dominant gene and the recessive gene, which are situated on the X and Y chromosomes. Okay, so what actually happens in the color blindness, now we will try to discuss about that. So in the color blindness is X-linked recessive disorder, as I have explained. So what happens in the color blindness? The colorblind person is unable to distinguish between the red and the green colors. Okay, so both these colors, they appear them to as gray. Okay, so they cannot distinguish the red color and the green color, but the red color as well as the green color, both the colors, they appear them as gray color. Okay, so it is caused due to a recessive X-linked gene, that is capital C, when it is with the small c. So if that person carries this type of condition, if that person carries small c, that is a recessive gene on the X chromosome, then that person will be unable to distinguish the two colors, that is red and green color. So what happens if that person carries the X-linked genes, that is such type of genes, X chromosome with the small c? What happens that if such type of X-linked genes, they are present in such persons, then these prevent the formation of color sensitive cells. So the cones in the retina which are present in the eye, so they are very color sensitive. They don't recognize the difference between the red and green color. Okay, so the homozygous recessive females, now see, this is the homozygous recessive female. What will happen with this? And there is homozygous recessive male, it is with this, right? So both are homozygous recessive. Okay, both of them, both their X chromosomes, non-homologous part of them carries small c, that is the gene which is sex linked and which is responsible for the color blindness, that abnormality. So what happens? So such type of males and females, they are unable to distinguish between the red and green colors, and the frequency of the color blind woman is much less than the color blind male. Why it is so? Because the females, they carry both the X chromosome, so the chances of the dominant genes which are present on another X chromosome is are there. Okay, so such type of females, some of them, if both the X chromosomes, they will be having recessive genes, then and then only, that time only, that female will be colorblind. Otherwise the female will act as the carrier. Okay, but in case of males, as the males, they have only one X chromosome, and if that X chromosome is with the recessive gene, X-linked gene, then what will happen? There is no presence of another dominant gene, so that recessive gene will 100% or surely that will get expressed in the males. Okay, so because of that, the frequency of colorblind woman is much less than the colorblind male. So the dominant X-linked genes, that is capital C. Okay, so X chromosome with the capital C now. If such type of condition is there, then it is necessary for the formation of color sensitive cells in the retina of the eye. Okay, so that type of gene, capital C gene, is very necessary for the formation of the color sensitive cells which are present in the retina of the eye. Thus the genotypes of the male and the female individuals can be represented. Now these are the genotypes. We will see in the next slide how the color blindness, it get passed from one generation to the next generation. So in this slide we are going to discuss about two cases. This is one diagram and this is another diagram. Okay, now see, here we are going to talk about how the color blindness is getting inherited from one generation to the next. Okay, so these are the parents, color blind male, now XCY. Now this male is color blind, that means the X chromosome of that male is with the recessive gene, that is with the small c. Okay, so the genotype is with X chromosome with the small c and Y chromosome. Now if that colorblind male marries with the normal female, here we are talking about the normal female, means that female is having both the X chromosomes with the capital C. Okay, so that female is with the normal gene. So we have discussed in the earlier slide that if the female is with the normal gene, or if that female is normal, that means that the pair of sex chromosome X and X, it will be with the dominant characters, okay, or with the dominant capital C type of gene. So the colorblind male, when he get marries with the normal female, then what happens? See the gametes. That gametes, the sperms which are formed, the one kind of sperm with the recessive gene, another Y, while this is with both the normal ova. Okay. So when there is fertilization, see in the F1 generation, what is happening here? There are daughters, 50% daughters which are formed. These are carrier daughters, okay, and normal sons. So sons, they are males, they are with the normal characteristics, so they are not suffer with the color blindness, okay. But the daughters, the females, they carry the color blindness gene. Now why this happens? In the FN progeny, the XX and XX, now see this X from the male, colorblind male, is with the recessive gene, okay. So that is getting fertilized with this normal female, as the dominant gene is coming from the ovum, okay. So one with the normal ovum, one gene with the normal or dominant capital C gene, another is with the recessive gene. So dominant gene controls the recessive gene. So there is no expression of the recessive gene here, as the dominant gene is present. So what will happen? That female will not get affected by the color blindness, but that she will carry the recessive gene, or she will be a carrier of color blindness, okay. So in both the cases, 50% of daughters which are formed, there are 50% chances that the daughters, they will act as carriers, while in case there are 50% chances that the sons, they are normal, okay. So sex linked inheritance in the color blindness, we have discussed it now. If suppose, why this is called as crisscross inheritance, that we are going to discuss in this, okay. So if this carrier female, now this is carrier daughter, when she marries with the normal male, okay. Now see, in this case, the daughter carries the gene of color blindness, but the male is normal, okay. The male is not showing color blindness, okay. So what will happen in case of this? The male was colorblind. In case of this, the male is normal, but the daughter is carrier. So what will happen? The gametes will get formed. So in this slide, see the gametes, they are formed. Uh, the daughter is carrier, so both the X chromosomes, they will be with the small c, that is sex linked genes, okay. So what will happen if this ovum get fertilized with this normal sperm? Then the female, there are 25% chances that the females or the daughters will be normal, okay, in the F1 generation. If this ovum get fertilized with the Y sperm, okay, so there are 25% chances that the males, they are normal. In case of this X chromosome, which is with the small c, again the females, they are carrier females, okay, as they are with one capital C and capital C X on X chromosome, the one dominant gene is present, while in another X chromosome there is carrier gene, okay. So these females will be carrier, so there are 25% chances, while the colorblind males will be there also. There are 25% chances when this X chromosome, which is having the recessive gene, okay, the gene which is responsible for the color blindness, that ovum, if it gets fertilized with this Y, so such type of XCY, X chromosome with the small c, the gene which is responsible for the color blindness, so such type of males, they will be colorblind, okay. So how many chances are there now? See, if a carrier daughter, if the carrier female, if the mother is carrier and the male is normal, if they get married, then what happens in the F1 generation? Normal females are formed, normal males are also formed, they are also produced, carrier females are also there, and normal sorry colorblind males are also there. Okay, so from this marriage between the carrier female and the normal male will produce female offsprings with normal vision, but half of them will be carriers for the disease, and half of the male offsprings will be the normal one, and half of them will be colorblind. Okay, so from this example, it is very much clear that the X-linked recessive gene for a color blindness is inherited from colorblind father to his grandson through his daughter. Okay, this type of inheritance is called as crisscross inheritance. So the question can be asked by using this term, that is, what is crisscross inheritance, or explain the color blindness with the crisscross inheritance. That's all for today's session. Thank you.